What's going on, guys? Andy back again, and today I am bringing you some heat. This is how to create social media content for your local business. But I'm not just talking about any content. It's about creating engaging content that drives more revenue for your business. And if you're watching this video, it's because you know that social media is an untapped market for local businesses. And you're absolutely right. All of your customers are using social media every single day, but you can't seem to crack the code. You're making posts, but they're not generating many views or any new leads. You're left wondering if you're doing something wrong, but stick with me here. By the end of this video, you will have the complete roadmap to generate an additional $5,000 to $10,000 in monthly revenue with organic social media content alone. And here's the truth. If you're a business owner in 2025, that makes you a content creator. There's no scenario in this world where creating more content consistently for long periods of time does not result in you making more money. In this video, I will show you the exact content formula that's working right now. No theory, just what's proven to work. How to turn your social media into a lead generation machine. My step-by-step posting system, including which platforms to focus on and the types of content that get the most engagement. But make note of this. A social media strategy isn't one size fits all. The way you use your content will be different based upon where it's at in your overall marketing funnel. But first, if you're new here, who am I? Why should you care? Why should you listen to me? My name's Andy and I'm the founder of Stryker Digital. I work with over 150 local businesses. This includes some of the top franchises in the United States. With our digital marketing strategies, we generated over $12 million in revenue for our clients in 2024 alone. This guy in the picture here, this is my co-founder, Bodie. In 2 years using our digital marketing strategies, we scaled Bodie's dumpster rental business to a 7-figure exit. But before we get started about what types of content to create, where to post them, how to post them, you need to have a base understanding of how internet marketing works as a whole. All of marketing works as a funnel, and there's 3 primary stages your customers will go through. Stage 1 is awareness. This is where people discover your business, whether it's through your social media content, your paid ads, or word of mouth. The second stage is consideration. This is when customers are evaluating your business. They're consuming your content, reading reviews, and trying to make a decision if they trust you. And finally, stage 3 of the funnel is conversion. This is when consideration turns into action and they make a purchase. Not every business funnel will look the same. Some will fill the top of funnel, aka the awareness section, with paid ads or social media content. And depending on that, they will have a different middle of funnel, aka their consideration mechanism. In the next slide, we're going to cover the 2 primary funnels that include social media content. Please keep in mind that there are various marketing funnels that work, and the funnel you choose will depend upon your existing marketing channels. Funnel number 1 is content into lead collection. But you need to understand that using content for top of funnel will not change your business overnight or even in 1 month. This funnel is what I refer to as slow burn growth. This may take 12 months to crack, but when you do, you will reap the benefits of low customer acquisition cost that cannot be obtained in any other way, meaning that over time, the ROI will continue to exponentially grow. So what this funnel looks like is at the very top, our awareness stage. You will post organic social media content with a touch of virality, and there's many ways to do this that we will discuss later in the video. In stage 2 of consideration, this is your lead collection stage. This is where you work to obtain contact information, allowing for personalized outreach and low-cost marketing channels like SMS and email. In the final stage of conversion, this is when you get inbound demand, you put your sales process into play, you collect reviews and referrals from those customers that are coming from your social media channels. The second funnel is where you combine paid ads with organic content. Using paid ads to funnel potential customers into the consideration stage is the most powerful and fastest route to building your brand. Why? Because you are literally paying money to force eyeballs onto your content and push them into the consideration stage of your funnel. When you do this correctly, it will accelerate your organic growth and your reach. In the visualization here, you can see exactly how this will work. In the awareness stage, aka your top of funnel, you're using paid ads to drive cold traffic to your business. These people have never heard of you, but they need your service. Likely through the paid ads, they'll click into your page. And this is where you get to put your organic content to work. Your social content will showcase your expertise and your results, leading viewers to trade contact information for special offers. Your content will showcase expertise and results, leading viewers to trade contact information for your services and special offers. And in the final stage, conversion, after you've collected lead information, you can directly target these people with email and SMS marketing to close sales with leads who are now familiar with your brand and trust your business because they've been consuming your content in the consideration stage. Now we're ready to get into the really juicy stuff here. So listen closely as I work through this slide. The type of content that you create is determined by what section of the funnel you are using content for. There will be carryover among the different stages of the funnel, but there is clear differentiation. Now this is for when you're using content as the top of funnel in the awareness stage. The entire function of your content in the awareness phase is to bring attention to a problem that they have. In some cases, they might already be aware of the problem. In other cases, they may not. Therefore, we need to make both types of awareness content. If they're already aware, they may simply just need to see the content to move into the consideration phase. If they are not not aware of the problem, you need to educate them, highlight the problem to move them into the consideration stage. All the while, you need to be building brand likeness. There are 3 content styles to do this. Number 1 is before and after transformations. This is where you create a desire for the end result. Admit it, you and me are both suckers for this. We love seeing a transformation. Whether it's a new kitchen remodel, bathroom remodel, new roof, or a weight loss journey, we all love to see the end result. Content type 2 is educational with a hook. For example, this would be short form video content. And a hook for an HVAC company might look something like this. Here's why you're overpaying for your electric bill. Extremely simple, right? You don't need to overthink this. Surely you have a lot of frequently asked questions from potential customers, their objections in sales calls, and so on. Based off of that information, you can create hooks around all of those. Another type of educational content is just showing people what the actual problem is. Because remember, they might not be aware of the problem. And this is where you incite fear. An example for a roofing company might look something like this. My name's Andy from ABC Roofing. Today I'm here in Fort Lauderdale at a beautiful home on the roof, but there's a few major problems that I want to show you guys. Then you show them the problems and how to fix it and how much money it will cost them if they don't get ahead of the curve and fix it now. This is another form of educational content. And the third type of content is local community. This is where you relate to them and build likeness. So let's look at this through the lens of doing a video. So what I'm going to do is record my video in front of a staple in the community, whether that's the courthouse building, a statue, or some other local monument that everybody knows and everybody recognizes. As they're scrolling through social media and they see that place they know, they're always going to stop and watch that video. And once you have your attention, you can bring in your educational hook. You can show before and after transformations within the video of a recent project that you completed. But the function of this is to relate to them and build likeness while grabbing their attention. The final kind of content is day in the life. This is where you can have a lot of fun with your content. You get to show your skill required, highlight interesting jobs, problems that you ran into, and showcase your problem solving. Now let's talk about middle of funnel content creation. Now, if you remember 1 or 2 slides ago, I talked about that some businesses will be using paid ads for their awareness stage. And because they're using that for awareness, the middle of funnel, the consideration phase, that's where your content comes into play. During this phase, your potential customers are quietly asking themselves, can I trust this business? Are they the right choice? This is where your strategic middle funnel content helps eliminate doubts and objections to position you as the obvious choice. There are 3 primary types of content, and the first one is objection handling. This is where you answer all the frequently asked questions. So what you're going to do is you're going to review all of your prior sales calls, collect the top 10 objections and or the frequently asked questions that you get. You're going to create content that calms nerves and answers all of these questions. So this way, by the time that they call you, you've already answered every single question, you've shown your domain expertise, and they're ready to buy. This is exactly why I'm recording any of these YouTube videos. I'm showing you my domain expertise, I'm handling frequently asked questions that I get from my existing clients, and I'm answering them here for you. The second type of content is proof of results, and this is super important. People want to know that you've completed this job successfully for other people just like them. They want to feel confident in who they're picking. So with this content, this is where you're going to showcase your transformations, you're going to highlight customer testimonials, and for every single Google review that you have ever received, you can create a social media post exactly for that. And the third type of content, which is most overlooked by local businesses, is value first lead magnets. And this is how you get a little bit of virality. This is the really special part. This is how you accelerate them to take action, retarget them, and make them a paying customer for life. Now hear me out. When I tell you this next part, you're going to think I'm a little bit crazy, but I guarantee when this is done correctly, it will bring you more business than ever before. Let's say that you're a local roofing company. You can raffle off a free roof replacement. And I know you think I'm crazy. This is going to cost me $8,000, $10,000 in order to do this. And you're right, but you got to give to get. And what I can tell you is nobody else is going to do this. It'll only be you. None of your competitors are willing to do this. It's going to make you stand out in your community and gain a lot of goodwill. You're going to raffle the free roof off. And when you do this, for people to enter the raffle, they're going to have to give you their contact information, their name, email, and phone number. Once they do this, you're going to require them to follow your page. They're going to have to like the post. They're going to have to comment, and they're going to have to share it. Doing this will force your content into your local community. Yes, it will cost you money in the near term, but it will make you multiples into the future. You cannot put a price on the amount of goodwill that will come from doing something like this. People want to support those that support their local community. Now, how are you going to track the success of your content? And you need to listen to this part very closely. This is where most of you will fail. If you think that 1 post equals 1 lead, or even that 100 posts equals 1 lead, you are totally mistaken. If you remember what I said earlier, this isn't going to change your business overnight or in 1 month. The reality is that a potential customer may be in the consideration phase for multiple months or even years until they make a purchase. They might lurk on the sidelines and consume your content for an extended period of time until 1, they now have the problem that you can solve. 2, the problem has gotten bad enough that they need it solved right now. 3, they can afford to pay you to solve their problem. Or 4, they know that you provide an excellent service and recommend you without ever even using your services before. And I know what you're thinking. This sounds really good, but you're really unsure. And let me tell you, this is why I'm making content right right now. I have people that consume my content for long periods of time and don't become my customer until 12 to 16 months later. Or some of them have had this problem for a while, but it just got bad enough that they're ready to come to me for it now. Or for a period of time, they were building up savings in order to make the investment to work together. And lastly, these people will recommend their friends, their other business owners to work with us because of the content of mine that they consume. This is firsthand experience. This is very real. And it doesn't matter what type of business that you are. It doesn't matter if you're an internet business, you're a roofing business, you're a dentist, you're an HVAC, you're in landscaping. It doesn't matter what it is. This will work the same across the board entirely. Now, here's how to not gauge your success. You do not want to fall into this trap. You will want to, and it will be very easy to fall in this trap, but you cannot. Measuring success by views is not the metric. When you're making content for a local business, especially if you're a home service business like plumbing and HVAC and so on, your content's not sexy. It's not going to be the style of content that has hundreds of thousands of followers. It just will not. And it doesn't matter how many views that you get. All that matters is the quality of the people that are viewing your content. Views do not equal money. There's not an equation in there for a local business where views equal money. It will only take a handful of people to purchase from you to set off exponential growth. Because if you look at this image here, the first person could have came from many channels, right? They could have came through your Google ads and became a customer, but then they started following your content. And if they have friends that are eventually running into the same problem that they had that you solved for, and you're consistently sharing content, staying in the top of their mind, they're going to share that content with their friends. And if you don't do this, they're going to forget. Believe me, I had somebody paint my house 5 years ago. I have no idea who that company was. I couldn't tell you the name of that company at all. And once you do excellent, outstanding work for that person, they recommend the next person. And you do the same thing. You provide an excellent service, you get a review, you ask for a referral, they share your social media content that leads to the next and the next, and you can see this exponential effect that organic content can have on your business. So now, like I said at the beginning of the video, the year is 2025 right now, and if you're a business owner, that means you're a content creator. And the more content that you make, the more money you will make. There's absolutely no scenario in this world where you make really quality content, share it as a part of your awareness funnel, your middle of content funnel, and it will not generate you new business. I guarantee for a fact that if you commit today to the next 12 months to making high quality content for your business, the exact content that we talked about, whether it's top of funnel or middle of funnel, you will get more customers, you will make more money, and your business will be much more successful. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.